Morning, officially first full day in the campervan. We picked it up yesterday, but it was a bit of a hectic day, just getting everything sorted, getting used to it, getting all set up. But we're here in Mount Cook area, is that right?
Mount Cook, yeah.
We're in Mount Cook and we're going now to do a bit of a hike. Well, Tomas reassures me that it's a flat hike, but it's about 10k and it's in Hooker Valley, is that what?
Hooker Valley Track is what it's called. It's in Mount Cook.
And it's called Hooker Valley Track and in Mount Cook. 10 o'clock now and we've just had an amazing drive from the campsite to where we're starting the walk. It's mad scenes all around and I really feel like we're in the middle of nowhere. It's crazy. We're getting on well with the van. Tomas is doing a great job driving. It's pretty big. It's a bit messy now, but I'll do maybe a bit of a better tour. I took some clips when we picked it up. I'll take you along on the hike today. Fingers crossed I get on grand. I'm sure I'll be fine. It's only 10k and all flat. And then this is at the end of the 5 kilometers. I wasn't expecting this. These are all like icebergs. It's a glacier lake. So cool. Time for me snack and a bit of water. So we're just back from our walk. It was incredible. The views were unmatched and now we're absolutely starving. The walk altogether was about 10k, just over 10k. We did have like cereal bars with us, thankfully. That helped. We ate one on the way out and then one when we stopped at 5k. But we're back in the van here now. We're not plugged in or anything, but you can still use the gas stove. And then you can still use the electric like off the battery of the van, I guess. So just making some soup, which is quick and handy, and gonna have bread rolls with it, and then definitely a tea and biscuit. I think is earned. I got this nice soup in the shop yesterday. It's vegetable, chickpea and noodle soup. It looks and smells lovely. Nice and filling. So I am on laundry duty since Tomas did the waste emptying from the campervan, which I think is pretty fair, but it does involve me coming down here 3 times in total. Fill the wash, fill the tumble dryer, collect it, but that's the wash finished now and need to fill into the tumble dryer. I came up front and look what's waiting for me. Someone knows that to keep me happy, make me a cup of tea. That's all packed up, ready to go. Technically day 3 in the van, right? Day 3 in the van. Got showered and all this morning, tried out the showers here at the campsite. It was actually successful, except for the fact I forgot my towel, but someone came running down and realised and got a girl to bring me in the towels. So thank God, otherwise I would have had to dry myself with my pyjamas. It is 10 o'clock now, so we need to check out, and then we're heading to Queenstown, which is like a bigger area here in the South Island, and loads to do there. We're here for a couple days.
Yeah, 2 nights.
I have to check everything with Tomas.
2 nights.
I can't keep up. We're there for 2 nights, So the weather has turned a wee bit. It's a bit rainy now today, and that's what it gives for the next few days. So we were actually very lucky yesterday with the hike that we did, because even in the middle it would have been, well for me anyway, it would have been a bit more miserable. So yesterday was class. And yeah, we have just stuck on the tube Johnny's podcast. I'm going to listen to that on the way. We have about a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, 3 hours just depending on how much we stop.
We've about a 3-hour drive altogether. Yeah, depending on how much we stop off and what we decide to do on the way. And I'll show you the sights.
Audience.
In your life, you know. Yeah. But it's the same as when you get a new phone. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, oh.
Just stopped at our first stop. Gonna make some pot noodles here. So we've switched on the gas and I'm gonna get some water boiled. You can't use the kettle when you're not plugged into like the mains. So I'm just gonna boil some water on the hob, but let me show you the view. So we've pulled into this stop. It's called Roaring Meg Lookout, and I got distracted because there's a pair of pants there. But yeah, the road we're on is crazy. Like, we're driving through this gorge in between a couple of mountains. But let me show you this view. Hello, it's another new day in the campervan. We're just back from Arrowtown, this wee town. It was about 20 minutes away from Queenstown. Really cute. Very posh though, more posh than I was expecting. It was given like Lisburn, but lovely nonetheless. We got there at a good time because by the time we were leaving it was absolutely rammed. Like, it would have been hard to get a parking space. It's a bit stressful, I have to say, in the campervan, like trying to get a space. Because it's so big, obviously you need like a proper campervan space. Most places do have them, but if they don't, you need to go across, like, or you need to go the length of pretty much 2 car parking spaces. So it's a bit stressful, but we got sorted. It's grand. I'm on my own at the moment. Mass is away for a hike. I opted out. I was gonna try to think of a good reason why I didn't go, but there only is one, that just gonna be arsed. I'm just feeling like chill and relaxed, you know, when you're just like, I just want to be relaxed. I don't want to like do something active. I'm not like, it's not even that I'm tired, I'm just like chill. It's actually a really nice day today, like way nicer than we thought it was going to be, so that's why he wanted to get out. You know, boys just can't, you know, like some people just can't sit still. He's one of them. Yeah, it's just me, myself and I'm going to make a cup of tea, what's new, and I'm like, what do I do? Do I want to YouTube? Do I want to watch some YouTube? Do I want to peruse the internet? Do I want to do something productive online? I don't think I mentioned this, but I have like 2 email addresses, and one of them got hacked basically. I can't get into it at all. And I tried to prove to like Outlook and all that it's me, but they rejected it. A bit of a handling, but I made like a really long list of, but I made a big list on my phone of all the things that's tied to that email address, and I'm just like slowly trying to move them all over. So I've done a lot of them, to be fair. This is so boring, I'm sorry, but it's just like when I said can do something productive on the laptop, this is what it is. It's like things that I keep avoiding that I know one day it's going to be like, oh my god, that's that old login that now it's just a complete handling that I can't get into that. Whereas if I can be proactive about it, maybe it won't be so bad. But I really got into this habit of being a really big avoider over the last few years, and I'm trying to get away from it, because I didn't used to be like that. I used to be like, okay, that's something went wrong, let's fix it now. But now I'm really bad at that, and it's a habit I'm trying to change. But I also don't feel in the mood to do that either. Or other than that, I'll maybe like look through my photos and stuff. Randomly actually I was looking at my highlights on my Instagram. You know, like your story highlights that you can save, and I went through my safari photos, and I was like, wow, you know, it's not until you sort of look back at stuff you're like, oh wow, yeah, I remember all that, like I actually did that. It's crazy. So yeah, I might have a wee peruse through my photos and just like pick, like I like favoriting stuff so that I can like get to them a bit quicker. But yeah, a car drove past, so I got embarrassed, and not that they would, even though they definitely would not realise that I'm vlogging myself. But let me get this tea on. I'm right here fending for myself, lifting this big water jug. I'm actually going to put a wee bit extra in there and make myself a hot water bottle. It is a really nice day, like, but we're parked in the shade, so it's a tiny bit chilly. So I just want to be like comfy cozy, you know. I know it's a bit of a sin not to be sitting outside because it is quite a nice day, but as I said, we're parked like in the shade, and the wee picnic bench and stuff outside. I'm looking around me. It's all in the shade. The campsite we're staying in today, the campsite we're staying in here in Queenstown, is much more central, whereas the one we were staying in last was like really rural. I do think I prefer the rural ones. The central ones are obviously handy because you can dander into town and stuff. You don't have to keep like moving the campervan. But yeah, I do like the rural ones for like the views. Obviously, like there is mad views to be fair, but it's just there's a lot of trees. I think, again, I'm sorry this is really boring, but again, I think people like being parked in the campervans like under trees, because in the last one we were in, like loads of spaces had trees, and then some of the spaces had no trees, and we were parked like without the trees, but the ones with the trees were packed and no one was really parking beside us. So I don't know, I'm still new to all this like campervan etiquette, but I don't really like being under the trees. I like a bit of sunshine and all, because like, I mean, you're protected from like in the campervan. I don't see why you need additional protection, but that's my personal preference. Oh, I just found a wee bit of a sun trap here in the corner. It's lovely, nice and warm. It's that weather where like it is cold, but in the sun, like if you find a wee sun trap, it's gorgeous. It's like a really nice day in Ireland, to be honest. Oh, I just thought of another thing I could do in my options of things to do was I still have to catch up on like the finale of Real Housewives, like actually I think I have like 2 episodes, and is still the reunions to watch. That's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But it just, I would agree with everyone saying that. Sorry if we can hear the kettle as well, but I'd agree with what everyone's been saying. It just got boring. Like nothing was happening. So like I'm a Beverly Hills die hard, and I just fell off the bandwagon watching it. But I did hear there was quite a bit of Ryan and stuff at the reunion, so I might just skip and just watch the reunion, to be honest. See those people over there, they've such a sunny spot. Now that I'm looking up there, I'm really jealous. But yeah, this Campervan site as well, you got like assigned your space, so you didn't get to pick. Whereas in the other one, you got to just pick any site. So this site's a lot busier, so it makes sense. But yeah, that's what I mean. I don't like being by the hedge. I like the more open sites. I just spotted this as well. Somebody parachuting. Or paragliding, I'm not sure what it's called. Oh wow, look at that. Good morning, it's another new day in the van. Excuse the mess behind me. We are heading off to Tianu today, which is 2.5 hours away. We are currently stuck in Easter traffic. There isn't a nice one, you have nowhere to actually be. You don't really mind. And I mean, I'm just passenger princess, so I can't complain. But agenda for today when we do actually get there is nothing really, I guess.
We can maybe have a wee walk through the town into lakefront.
Okay. We can dander through the town and have a look at the lakefront that's there. And then tomorrow is the big day where we have to drive to Milford Sounds for our tour at Milford Sounds. It's like a really famous landmark and thing to do in New Zealand. I'm sure you'll have seen pictures or videos of it if anyone has been to New Zealand. The number one thing to do. So we were lucky to get booked in, and we're doing it like really early in the morning, and it's still like a good bit of a drive even from our campsite. So tomorrow's going to be a big day. We need to, I was going to say we need to rest up, but all we've been doing is really resting up, so that's a bit pathetic. But yeah, I'm choking for a cup of tea because I didn't have time for a cup of tea this morning, so hopefully when we get through this traffic and if there's a garage or something we can stop for a tea and coffee.